Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
A community working to move forward, still coming to grips with what happened.
I saw him yesterday morning, about 10 o'clock.
According to the Ashland County Sheriff's Office, late yesterday morning, deputies were called to the area of Maple Street on the Bad River Reservation for a report of a man carrying a knife. They say one deputy fired 2 shots at a 14-year-old boy who later died at the hospital. Ashland Superintendent Keith Hilt says that boy was Jason Perro, an 8th grader at Ashland Middle School.
Unfortunately, I've been involved with a lot of young people dying, and yeah, this is the first time I've been involved with an officer-involved shooting.
Shocking situation for many. Neighbors living near the shooting didn't want to go on camera, but tell us the entire situation has them on edge. Some say they're not sure what to tell their children when it comes to police officers anymore. The Wisconsin Division of Criminal Investigation say they found a knife at the scene, but neighbors told me children or teenagers playing or carving with knives outdoors isn't out of the ordinary. With more questions than answers and many in pain, Hilt says for the next several days, counselors from Bad River, Ashland, and the neighboring school districts will be working to help students deal with their grief.
Whether you're sad or angry, whether you're numb and don't feel anything, that's okay. And they spoke with the students about what they needed today, and so some students are doing academic work, and some students are learning a lot of other important lessons today.
Tribe outraged as cop who killed 14-year-old Native American boy escapes charges. A police officer was just ruled justified after he shot and killed an 8th grade Native American boy, prompting outrage from the tribe who is demanding justice. By Matt Agarist, January 22, 2018. O'Donnell, W.I., a 14-year-old boy was shot and killed on Bad River Indian Reservation in northern Wisconsin by a sheriff deputy in November, leaving the family and the community in shock. Now, 2 months later, the community is outraged again after learning that the officer who shot the boy was ruled justified in the shooting. The boy's name was Jason Perro and his family says he didn't have to die. Over the weekend, the tribe's people took to the streets to protest the decision to not criminally charge Ashland County Sheriff's Deputy Brock Marjinovich, who shot and killed Jason. Dozens of protesters lined U.S. Highway 2 in Ashland holding signs that read "Justice for Jason." Sadly, however, it appears there will be none. Advertisement. As WPR reports, St. Croix County District Attorney Mike Niesks wrote in a letter Friday to state and county law enforcement, concluding the deputy's actions were justified for the circumstances he found himself in and that there is no criminal liability for the death of the juvenile. The family says that there was no need to kill the troubled boy and the officer merely aided the 8th grader in suicide. There had to have been other avenues to take to resolve the situation, Jason's older cousin Curtis Gualtieri said. Nobody had to die. He had a taser on him. He had pepper spray. He could have called for backup, Jason's older cousin Renee Perro said of Marjinovich. He was so quick to bring the gun out and shoot. I don't believe that's right. That fateful night, Jason, who'd been struggling with suicidal thoughts, allegedly called 911 to initiate a suicide by cop. He was armed only with a kitchen knife. Marjinovich claimed Jason walked toward him with the knife and he had no other choice but to open fire, killing the 14-year-old boy. Apparently backing up wasn't an option for the officer. As TFTP reported at the time, police kept the family in the dark in regards to the case. No details were released despite Jason's mother, Holly Gualtieri, demanding to know exactly what happened. Now, this ruling serves to further this grieving mother's pain. As WPR notes, to Bad River Tribal Chairman Mike Wiggins, the report seemed to focus more on Jason rather than Marjinovich. Wiggins took issue with the references to the presence of fentanyl in the teen system, noting he felt there should have been more analysis of the deputy's response to the 911 call. Those kinds of things on the officer action side of the coin aren't given the scrutiny and the analysis compared to the way they're putting Jason out there, Wiggins said. What's happening in our community is happening all over the nation. It's not a phenomena. It's not a trend. It's a one-time incident. It's a subjective, life-changing thing for every community and every family that's got to experience it. It's got to stop. I'll be the first to say it. There are deadly force scenarios that occur in law enforcement contacts. This doesn't rise to this type of scenario in my mind. Unfortunately, according to the district attorney, no video of the incident exists and there are no independent witness accounts. Essentially, the cop said he needed to kill the middle schooler and the state believed him. Now, the mother of the slain 8th grader will have to live the rest of her life knowing that the person who killed her son is still on the streets protecting others. As TFTP had previously noted, the racial group most likely to be killed by law enforcement is Native Americans. While Native Americans only make up 0.8% of the population, they make up 1.9% of all police killings, a fact conveniently ignored by the media. According to a report by the Lakota People's Law Project. Despite gaining citizenship rights in 1924, Native Americans have yet to see the day that they enjoy benefits of a nation which boasts liberty and justice for all. Unsettling reports of unfair treatment towards Native peoples by law enforcement are not isolated incidents, rather they are endemic of a deeply discriminatory justice system. Native American men are admitted to prison at 4 times the rate of white men and Native women at 6-fold the rate of white women. Additionally, Native Americans are the racial group most likely to be killed by law enforcement. Jason Perro now adds to this statistic.
County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head, help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.